can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together?
Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. What is going on? Today I have my 20-week I need more sleep. I have my 28-week OB appointment today. So today is my last appointment of every 4 weeks, and then after today I go every 2 weeks. Yes? Yeah. Oh, okay, watch it. Look, it's a whale now. So today is my last of 4 weeks appointments. If you can hear the kids, they're watching a movie right now while I get ready to leave. Yeah, they're just excited about the movie. So, anyways, I have an ultrasound at 11:30, and then my appointment isn't until like 1 something because they have to go on lunch, and I was like, you know what, I don't care if it's not a big deal, I'll go get lunch myself. I don't mind. Like, you're not hurting me, and you're probably just helping me eat more. So I'm just trying not to look like a homeless person, because I feel like every time I go into the abuse office, I look like a homeless person, and I think I'm just used to it now, because, you know, pregnant people don't really have that much energy, and it's my 3rd baby, it's my 2nd baby with them, so I think they're just used to it by now. What? You what? Okay. So I don't think they mind, but I mind not looking like a homeless person. I mind not looking like not put together. So anyways, we're just gonna put in a lot of dry shampoo because I was supposed to wash my hair last night and I didn't get the chance to because I was trying to spend time with Damien because he's starting a new job today. So a lot is going on today. We also, so my mom is going to go with us because I need someone to watch the children while I get my ultrasound done, because they don't like them to go in, but obviously if I had to bring them in, they would not have an issue with it. But it's just easier because I don't have to watch them and them be like screaming while I'm in the middle of getting an ultrasound done, just because this baby is measuring a little bit petite. So they want to make sure the baby's growing bigger and not as petite. Yeah, so that's what's going on today of why I have to get an ultrasound at 28 weeks, because a lot of people don't have to. My last ultrasound was at 20 weeks. So I haven't seen the baby for like 2 months. Sorry, I have this weird split in my hair that if I don't brush it just the right way, it looks really weird and I don't like it. Anyways, so yeah, so we're just going to check on baby's weight and then have my regular 28-week appointment, which I have a bunch of questions to ask my OB this time, and I actually wrote them down so I didn't forget them, because I would have forgotten. My brain's also not working today, so you're gonna have to bear with that. I'm finished getting ready and getting dressed and get the kids dressed, and then we're gonna head to the OB appointment. Okay, so we're back from the OB's doctor's office. We're in my kitchen currently, facing obviously the laundry room, so don't look at it. Still in construction. Don't look at it. Anyways, so I didn't film inside the doctor's office because it kind of went all quickly, which I'm really thankful for. But yeah, so let's get into it. So today was my 28-week appointment, obviously, as I stated in the beginning of this video. I had to get an ultrasound today, and I had to meet with my doctor because Aspen is standing behind the camera just blabbering on about God knows what. Anyways, so I had to like meet with my doctor and I had to get an ultrasound. I had to get an ultrasound today because I needed like another growth ultrasound to see if the baby was just staying small, if the baby's getting bigger, if the baby was dipped below where the baby needed to be, whatever the case was. So at my last ultrasound, the baby was 26, in the 26th percentile, which is small, but they're not worried about it. But they still like to do more ultrasounds than they would on a regular person, at my office at least, just to make sure that the baby's not getting too small. I've never had a small baby that I know of, because if I do remember correctly, Quentin was in like the 80th percentile and then Aspen was in like the 50th or something like that. Don't remember, but they were like, they didn't ever have this issue. So I've never had this issue with having a baby before. So this was all new to me. So I went in for my ultrasound first, and the lady was super nice, and I'll try to put the ultrasound pictures in here so that you can see them. They're like, I love this lady that does the ultrasounds at this particular office, because they have multiple offices. She gets as many pictures as she can for you, and she'll do the like 3D, 4D thing where you can like see their facial structure. So she did that for us, and this baby does not look like Quentin or Aspen. When I saw Aspen on the ultrasound, I knew right away that she looked exactly like Quentin. And she is a little bit different than Quentin, obviously, but she has kind of the same facial features and structures as him. This baby looks like Damien. It doesn't have much facial features or structure. You'll see that like in the picture if I can get it to pull up. I don't know, but so Damien's getting a baby that looks like him this time, thankfully. Third time's a charm. We again did not find out the gender, because we're not finding out the gender until the baby comes out. So we were just kind of chatting and having a good time in there. And then all of a sudden we're both like watching the baby, obviously, because she's trying to get the measurements that she needs. And the baby started licking its umbilical cord. And I was like, what does the baby do? Like, what is the baby licking? Because I don't know what I'm looking at, obviously. And she was like, the baby's licking the umbilical cord. So I'll try to put that picture like up here so you can see it, and like put arrows to it, because it's kind of hard to see what you're seeing without knowing where it is. But it was the cutest thing, and then the baby just kept doing it. So that was pretty funny. But baby was like active, moving. Baby is still transverse, which if you don't know what transverse is, I'll try to put like a diagram here, because I'm gonna butcher it when I explain it. But basically, the way I think of it is like your hips are like, there's like a dog bed on it, and your kid's like laying on it. That's the only way that my brain can explain that. But yeah, so that's how the baby is. Baby is still 28 weeks, so if the baby's like that at 36, my OB said, like, then we're gonna start to worry, because it's really hard to flip babies at 36 weeks. So he's not worried about it right now, but he said we'll do another ultrasound at 36 weeks so that we can figure out where baby is, if baby is breech or not. So we're not gonna worry about it, because baby's not gonna be breech. Baby has been turning, and I have been feeling it. So baby just really likes laying like that, but baby knows how to turn, because I felt the little feet in my rib cage last night. So there was just thunder. So anyway, so baby's transverse. My placenta, I don't know if I've said this in any other videos, but it is, oh my god, I'm gonna get this right, anterior. My brain is fried today. But yeah, so it's right on my C-section scar on the inside. So I am trying for a toe-lac, VBAC, those things. Whatever you know it as, that's what I'm trying for. It is called a toe-lac because I haven't successfully done it yet. But we're gonna say it's a VBAC because I'm gonna successfully do it. With no epidural. So pain management is gonna probably be like a shower. They also got rid of, at the hospital that I'm delivering at, was the hospital I was supposed to deliver Quentin at, which I had half did my labor there and then did it at another hospital. If you want to know more about that, go to my birth story with Quentin, because mess. Anyways, I asked if they still did like water labor, so like they brought you in this big tub. Some people would let you give birth in the water, some wouldn't. It just depended. but I couldn't find anything on their website because you're supposed to take a class before you are allowed to even use the tub. And I couldn't find the class because I wasn't sure if we had to take it again or not because it had been so long. So I asked my OB today and he was like, they don't do that anymore because of the infection risk, I guess. I guess if you're submerged in the water and like your cervix is like open and like dilated, I guess there's a chance for infection to the baby. So I was like, listen, that's cool, I get it. I'm gonna listen to you, you're the doctor, but can I at least get in the shower while I'm in labor? Because hot water on my back feels great, takes my contractions away. It kind of just feels like the same thing like an epidural, but I can feel my legs. So it's pretty cool. If you haven't tried it, I would suggest trying some like a hot shower on your back. And so he was like, yes, I approve of that, that's completely fine. You're allowed to do that. They also have Bluetooth monitoring that's waterproof at the hospital that I'm delivering at, so if I want to get in the shower, they will give me those Bluetooth straps to get in the shower, so I don't have to worry about not being able to get monitored. And also he said that as long as everything's going to plan by the time I go in for delivery, that I don't have to get monitored continuously. I've never not been monitored continuously in a labor, so that's just like new to me. Back when I had Quentin, nobody really like cared that they were strapped to a bed. I don't know, his labor was just like 1 in a million. It was just great. So you know, so we're doing that for pain management, and then gas and air also. I don't know if I'll use it, but hey, if it's there and if it works, cool. If it doesn't, then I just won't use it. So that was that. And then I also asked if the baby was measuring, obviously in a good percentile, and the baby is still measuring the 26th percentile, which is perfectly fine, but we're still gonna do another ultrasound just to be good, which is another 2 months. So I've been having an ultrasound every 2 months basically, which is a lot more than other people, but it's like convenient that it works out that way. I don't know. So what other questions did I ask? Oh yes, my other questions were, I passed my gestational diabetes test, so I do not have that. My iron was a little low, but he wasn't worried about it, which was good because I'm always anemic, literally like always, and for some reason this pregnancy is just going like great with like blood work type of stuff. The only thing I was ever low on was vitamin D, so I just take a vitamin D supplement every day. And then I take magnesium for my heart and for my, I think it's for my heart and my migraines or something like that. I don't know. Then I take my prenatal vitamin, obviously. So I'm good, I guess, there. I don't have to take an iron supplement. He was just like, try to just get like a little bit more like iron foods in. He was like, it is not scary low, so I'm not worried about it whatsoever. And I was like, thank you, because iron supplements make me sick, very, very sick. So other thing I asked about was whether I could go see the chiropractor or not. My upper back is in such bad pain, like it's so uncomfortable. Feels like it's pinching a nerve, and I don't know what it is. I just cannot get comfortable with it. And he suggested a few things like yoga, prenatal massages. I don't remember what the other ones were. Anyways, basically just trying to stretch out my muscles. Oh, going in the pool to get the weight of my belly off of my back. And then stretching while I'm in the pool so that it stretches those muscles. So that it's like weightless. I understand, but I don't know how to explain it. So yeah, so we're gonna not do the chiropractor for right now because he was like, he like explained to me like basically why you have to keep going back to a chiropractor is because it's like scar tissue that's in like your body, and they like move it and like unstressify it. This sounds so bad. But then your scar tissue comes back even more because you keep kind of breaking your scar tissue up. That probably makes absolutely no sense, but when someone that knows what they're saying explains it, it makes sense. So we're gonna try to not do that. We're gonna try to loosen the muscles around that spot first, and he said if it
just does not go away, then we can talk about a chiropractor. Another thing I asked about was if the hospital that I'm delivering at, if every single labor and delivery room has windows, or at least a window. I don't care if it has multiple, I just want a peak of light coming into my room, because with Aspen at the hospital that I delivered at, they stuck me in a room with absolutely no window. Why would they make that in the design of the hospital? No idea. So I think it honestly made my labor with her even worse, because I had no idea what time of day it was. When I delivered her, I thought it was the middle of the night, and it was the middle of the day. It's like 12 in the afternoon, and I thought it was like midnight. So I asked him that because I just felt like it made it a lot harder to labor with her, because I had no idea what time it was. And that sounds so stupid until your brain is like in it, and like you don't have like a concept of time when you're in labor. Like nothing really makes sense time-wise in labor. So I asked him if they had windows, because I am not giving birth without a window. He was like, our hospital has windows in every single room. He was like, I think some windows only have one and some have more than one. And I was like, I don't care if it just has one. I will take the room with only one window. I don't care. As long as it has one window, I'm fine. I'll take the one window. That's cool with me. So he was like, did they really stick you in the room without a window? And I was like, yes. Yes, they did. And then no one told me what time it was. And like, yeah, I could have like looked on like my watch or my phone, but that was not really an importance of me while I was in labor, because I was in excruciating pain and the staff was just looking at me like I had 10 heads. So cool for me. So they do all have windows, thankfully. I don't really care about postpartum if they don't have windows. Cool. I don't even know what time it is during postpartum anyways, because I'm so tired and I'm sleeping at random times, and so is the baby, and so is Damien. So postpartum, I don't care. Put me in a closet. Not for labor though. Yeah. The other thing I asked was about their visitor policy, because if you don't know, we have 2 kids already. With Quentin, we could have visitors. It was fine. It was pre-COVID. And then with Aspen, it was explosion COVID. So we couldn't have any visitors. Nobody could come in or out. Our friends were delivering at the same exact time as us. So they were across the hall. Across the hall. So my friend's boyfriend snuck into our room to see Aspen. I couldn't move because I had just literally like just got wheeled in for my C-section, and the nurse came in and was like, what are you doing here? And he was like, saying hi. And I was like, I really don't care that he's in here. All of us have been tested for COVID. None of us have it. And we're only going back and forth between our rooms, but I understood that like she has to do her job, so he left, but kind of broke the rules there a little bit. This time, obviously we're kind of post-COVID rules anyways, and so thankfully they've completely gotten rid of the restrictions, unless you're a COVID patient obviously, which makes sense. So for labor and delivery, we're allowed to have not as many people as we want, but they will give you like special privileges if like, because the kids can come up, if they come up with Damien, which makes sense, they need like a supervising adult because I obviously cannot be chasing them, and staying with the baby because I'm not allowed off the floor. So our plan going forward is going to be that Damien's going to just bring them up, and if they do allow my parents to come up with the kids, then that's cool, whatever, but we just don't want to plan for it and then like anybody be disappointed with like not coming up and stuff. So the plan right now is for the kids to just be brought up with, like, Damien goes downstairs, gets them, brings them back up. Not a big deal. So that's that. I think that was it. Now that I've hit 28 weeks, I do go every 2 weeks now instead of every 4 weeks. So I think I have like four 2-week appointments. And then I go to every week because 2 months I'll be counting down the clock to delivery. So we have a lot of stuff to get done, and yeah, just a lot. But like I've said before, we're filming all of it. So I'm planning on making freezer meals for a little bit before the baby comes and after, because before I'm probably gonna be exhausted and I'm probably not gonna want to cook. So we are starting with freezer meals either the end of this month or the middle of next. So end of September, end of July, middle of August. We're gonna be filming that. Me and my mom are gonna take one whole weekend. So that's gonna be a super long video. I'm sorry in advance, unless you like long videos. But we're gonna be stocking all the freezers with freezer meals. So that's gonna be fun. And then we also have like other videos that we're coming out with. Ouch. I have a schedule of all of our videos that are coming out. So I'll tell you if you. We have like the baby names that we thought about but won't be using. We won't be like saying the baby name until the baby's born, because we don't know if the baby's boy or girl. So we're just not gonna do that. I plan on doing a gender prediction video closer to the end. It's gonna come out in September, so that it's like kind of in the middle of September, beginning, I'm not sure. Because like I want to still guess to see if it's right. If it's not, cool, whatever. But then so we can kind of compare it to when we have the baby. I am also going to be filming a video completely dedicated to my birth plan and what my birth plan is. I know I've spoke a bunch about it on here, but I haven't went into detail, and I also made like my own birth plan, so I'll kind of go through that and how I made my birth plan and stuff like that. When making a birth plan, I feel like it's so confusing on where to start to figure out what you're gonna put on it, especially if you're a first-time mom. So look out for that one. That one's coming in September too. Obviously packing my hospital bag. We gotta cover that because it's the third baby. Nurses gifts, we're gonna be putting those together, obviously closer to delivery, because I don't want them just sitting in my house. But yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff coming out. So yeah, we're getting very close. We have 3 months left, and we're just going with the flow at this point, because I still have to get the whole entire house put together. I have to get all the baby stuff ready. I have to get these mounds of bins that you've seen in videos probably a million times that I still haven't taken care of. They're all full of baby clothes that I have to get rid of and put in somewhere, I don't know, in the shed probably. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff to do, and there's a lot of content coming your way baby related, especially starting mid-August. So baby content doesn't really ramp up until mid-August, because I'm just trying to skate through right now until then, because it's going to be a very busy time. So with all that being said, if you have any questions about my 28-week appointment, you can leave them below. If you have any questions about the pregnancy in general, or literally anything, or whatever you want to hear on my birth plan, or videos you want to see, comment down below. I'm open for them, and you'll see them soon. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.